On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott off play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A first down throw for Prescott. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Brown will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. A big play here for Dallas. 62 yards. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the break.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Play action now, Prescott. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Right back to Brown. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2nd down and 5. Prescott from the gun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Prescott. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Prescott yet again. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd down, goal to go from the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Given 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack on first down, Hurts opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Hurts going to keep it again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
19 Tigers, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, Warriors 17.
Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
This will be caught by Brown. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he takes this this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 38, Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And able able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Left wing 19.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Throwing is Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third and short yardage. Prescott out route to Jefferson, and he's got it And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This is Brown going up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice one there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They try and run forward here with Brown. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. York able to send this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 81 yards. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Dak. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. What a change in this ballgame in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you offer a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Eagles, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Nashville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Bronco East. 79 Broncos.
Willis now off of play action. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The Titans had 5 and 11 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down carry for Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They start to drive with White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
23 yards to pick up there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He completes this to Russell Gage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Play fake. Murray. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First down, here's White. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Murray going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Big Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vita Vea In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. This is caught by Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Murray. Airing this one out for Evans. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Murray now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points. So, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Down inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's White. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. On play action, it's Murray. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out with, oh, this is blocked. Well, the Titans pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
On first down, Willis.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Pick. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
70 Rangers.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A final shot before half for Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
White, he'll try the left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple of scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. They'll score that a 36-yard punt,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic.
And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, the Titans pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up a score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Davis now to return it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Here.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Ford. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling route, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 4 yards remain for second down.
Brings up second and 4.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. First and 10, it's Willis. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action with Willis. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Buccaneers have it. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10.
he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Off the option, here's Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a short return to the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Murray. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Titans are right back in this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Titans! Chigakonkwo with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Willis will try and throw for this. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Here's White. They set up the screen. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Murray off play action. Open man has got one. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Murray being chased out left. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Shotgun now from Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Murray's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Willis now off of play action. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is caught by Evans. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Murray. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Elijah Molden. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
From the 27, Murray. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a somewhat disappointing season as they'll wind up at 6-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul